Hey class, welcome to your tutorial on rounding with significant figures with multiplication and division. So, as before with adding and subtracting, your first step is just to simply perform the calculation. So on number 1 I have 0.09 times 5.73. So step 1, plug that into your calculator and get an answer. So 0.5157. My second step is that I need to round this similar to the value with the least number of significant figures. So before I even round, I need to count the number of significant figures in my two values that I'm multiplying together. So remember your significant figure rules. Any non-zero is significant, so this 9 is significant. The 0 behind is also significant because it comes after a decimal and after a significant figure. So I have 2 sig figs. In 5.73, I have 3 significant figures. So for help with these problems, make sure you go and look at that tutorial video. So what this means is that when I'm rounding, my answer can only have 2 significant figures in it. That means my answer can only have 2 significant figures. And right now I have 4. So the next step that I would do is underline the digits that you can have that are significant. So I can only have 2 significant figures. The 0 out front is not because it is leading. So I know that my answer is going to be 0 point something. My next step is look at that number to the right. And I'm going to ask myself, does this 5 cause that 2 to go up or to stay? And it actually causes it to go up to 2. So my answer is 0.52. Now for the next one, again, simply perform the calculation. And I got 15.78. I'm going to put my rounded answer down here. My next step is to count the number of significant figures in the numbers that I used before. So 50 only has 1. And in 789 I have 3. So my answer can only have 1 significant figure, and right now it's 15.78. So in the instance like this, I know I at least am going to have this number out front because that 1 is significant. And I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I round this to work? How do I round it to where I only have 1 significant figure? So in this case, I'm going to have to think, can I round this up to 20? Or do I need to round it down to 10 since this number is in the tens place? And this 5 will cause that 1 to round up. So my rounded answer is 20. Now what I'd like you to do is work through these additional problems. Make sure you're following the steps and get me to check you off so you can build up that confidence. Alright, so number 3, I'd like you to do 11.05 times 3.10. On 4, I would like you to do 785. I'd like you to divide that by 13.13. So make sure you're following those steps. Simply perform the calculation on both first, then round to the least number of significant figures that you used in your calculation. And if you need help with remembering your significant figures and how to count them, make sure you go to that video and find the tutorial there. All right, thank you for stopping by.